Okay. Are we good? Maybe? We good, maybe? Okay. All right. Hey, yo, I think we're in business. I think we're good. I lost all my viewers, but that's okay. So, welcome to Gotta Transcribe Fast, a new series here that I impromptu made because Nick here above me is currently in some American state, I think Texas, if not maybe Pennsylvania. But either way, he is here with me in spirit. And yeah, it's working this time, Pokeblaze. Thank you. And it took me 20 minutes to see your chat, and I have chat pulled up now, but we got it. But he is with me here in spirit, and I am calling him down upon me like a spirit bomb from Dragon Ball, and he will help me accomplish doing Starlight Zone, transcribing Starlight Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1. So for those who are not musically inclined, transcription, transcribing in general is writing down what you see, hear, or whatever. So if you're transcribing for a court case, that means that's the stenographer who is transcribing every single word that is being said in the courtroom. In music, transcribing is writing down, putting to sheet music what you're hearing for a certain given piece of music. And there are different types of transcriptions. In this case, I'm doing a jazz lead sheet. So a jazz lead sheet is effectively just an outline of the melody, the chords, the keys, and the time, and of course the title. And it's just to kind of give you a general sense of what the song is, because in jazz music, jazz musicians can extrapolate. A trained jazz musician, like I am, just barely went to school for it, but never really became a musician. But regardless, jazz musicians, they can extrapolate a lot of cool things just from a lead sheet and continue to basically improvise, create remix in their head, and create beautiful music that way. So what I'm doing with my barely trained ear, my very unpracticed ear recently in the past couple years, is I'm going to transcribe Starlight Zone. So I had done this transcription from scratch. This music sheet was completely barren before, and I had done about 30 minutes ago about 20 minutes of transcription. But then I realized the microphone wasn't working, so I'm going to be re-explaining a lot of things, which is cool. I think I've got it all figured out now, clearly. People in chat are telling me that it's good now. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically play Starlight Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1, circa 1991. I forget the name of the composer. Do I have it here? No, I don't. But regardless, yeah, we're just going to listen to the song first. I'm going to listen to the first 8 bars that everyone knows, and we're going to do a transcription from there. All right, so what you just heard was the first 8 bars. Bars is another term for measures. And in music, a measure is basically this unit right here. And we're in 4/4 time. So bum, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. I should play with the bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4. And that's 8 bars of music right there, and or measures, right? And that is what these units are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the screen right there now for you. And for Starlight Zone, we're just gonna look at this first 8 bars of music here. Sorry, I'm reconstructing this whole video in my head, doing it again. And yeah, we're going to do those first 8 bars. So we're going to start here with that bass line. So in music, so for me personally, the easiest way for me to get started with a transcription with a traditional Western piece of pop, rock, or jazz music is to listen to the bass line. And in this case, it's a active bass line, very active bass line, not a very active bass line, moderately one. But it's got a nice beat to it. It's got a nice rhythm to it. And I'm going to basically, so I have the piano here. Hopefully that didn't blow your ears out, sorry. But I'm going to start here with the key of C. I know that first note is C, and we are in the key of C. And we're going to do here. So here we go. So that is basically, by listening to that and extrapolating that bass line, we can kind of figure out what the chords are from there. So we know that the first chord is the C, and that is I know we are in the key of C because the context of the rest of the line, of the rest of the chords, tells me that it's in C. Now, I don't have time to go into like key signatures and what the keys are exactly. Maybe another time. It's kind of have to sit down and, wait, man, I am sitting down right now. But for the sake of keeping this speedy, we are in the key of C. I can just tell you that right up front. And basically what we're doing here with the chord, what the composer of the first Sonic the Hedgehog game was doing with this tune in particular is they are going here with C, starting with C. And then they're effectively, I'm going macro here. I'm zooming out. Macro here. We're going to this chord, G. Now, if you just listen to that, just in isolation, you can kind of hear that should feel familiar to you, right? Right? How many times have you heard that kind of music in general? And in the macro sense, so micro is zoomed in, macro is zoomed out, just so thinking here in the wide scale of things, the first 8 bars of the song is effectively just going from the 1 to the 5. So and I'm using numbers instead of chords right now because we are in the key of C, and if I go up with C, da 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 da, it goes to G, which is 5. 1 2 3 4 5. That is basically what the first 8 bars are going to. So it starts here with 1. It goes through all these other chords here. But it's the whole trajectory of these first 4 bars is to get to that G. This is iLeo. It reminds me to blink every 7 minutes or so. Because I have trouble with that. I struggle with that. Thank you. Yes, this is Nick. Oh, it's Nick. Hey, Nick. Thanks, Nick. This is Nick. All right. So I'm just going to play. And I'm going to just by showing you, you're going to see how this 1 chord goes to this G chord, to this 5 chord. It goes from C to G. The whole point of these first 4 bars, it's pushing itself. It's desperately trying to get to that G. So listen to that in the bass line. Listen to that just with the general chords. And we'll get to the melody. We will get to the melody, maybe. I don't have a lot of time. But we'll get to the melody. But just listen to that chord and bass line for now. So also there's going to be a pickup. The bum, 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 bum. When it gets to that bum, that's where the song actually starts. We'll do the pickup later. That was the trajectory. All of this stuff in between, in my opinion, is there. It's not unimportant, right? It's not useless. It's good flavor. It gives the song its unique, details, because in the details lie the universe, or so it's said. Masato Nakamura composed the first Sonic game. Fun fact: he made music, and that game were made to be in a movie. Nick is not with us. Nick is far away. He's not part of the stream. I was reading chat. Sorry. I got to remember next time. I don't have time to set it up now, but I will set up chat to be on the screen. This is on YouTube chat. You can watch that live chat in YouTube. But for now, this is the. I don't have time to set up the chat on screen. Sorry. Next time. So, but anyway, what Masato Nakamura? Thank you, Pokeblaze. what Masato Nakamura was doing. What was it? Where the hell was I going with that? Yeah, all these chords in between the C and the G it's not unimportant, but the song can live without this. Bum 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 bum. Ba da ba da ba 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 da da ba da da ba da ba. So obviously it doesn't sound right, but it's not completely structurally gonna collapse in on itself, right? If I was called in as a player to play this song live without knowing what to do, I might just play ba da da da. I don't know what I'm doing, and I just got high. Ba da 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 ba 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 da da ba da da. That G is like critical. You cannot live without that G, that 5 chord. Okay, I've made that point abundantly clear for the past 10 minutes. Spent way too much time on that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to. After that, this second 8 bars here, and something happens different here at the end because it's going to go to the bridge. Yes, Speed Boom, we got the audio going here this time. So let's just start from the beginning. So this here. Down here now, measure 9. Okay, so this is, so in this measure, I didn't put down the chords yet for it. And I was right to do so because I think it's a little different here. If things kind of seemed off while I was playing along to that, that's because it wasn't 100%. One, I don't know if it's 100% in tune. The video could be tuned differently to what the piano is. The piano. This is I'm playing a Yamaha 88 keys. What the fuck is what's the digital piano? This is a P125 P-125 Yamaha 88 keys weighted, and this is basically. This is its own setting. The video could be tuned a little differently. It could be Masato Nakamura themselves tuning it a little differently. That's fine. It doesn't truly matter. But if it sounds off, that's because it's mostly there. But that's why. I am trying to transcribe Starlight Zone. I think I'm going to upload this as a video, so I won't repeat myself too much here, which is totally cool. So if you're in the water a little bit, that's okay. Just know that I am basically trying to from scratch. Because look, I could just look up a lead sheet. Without a doubt, this is a very, very popular piece of video game music. So there exists lead sheets for it, but I am going through the practice, the exercise of transcribing the song from scratch. I know the song. I can hum it, but I don't know what the chords are. I don't know exactly where the melody lies in terms of sheet music. And that is, as a musician, for musicians, I'll say this right now. If you want to be a musician, learning by ear and training your ear is the number one most important thing that you can learn in life. Hands down, period, no argument. Knowing how to do sheet music like I have here is also extremely important, but it's not the most important thing. Being able to hear it and practically apply it with other people in a commercial gig or just hanging out with people, communing through the beauty of the art of music, that is the most important thing. How you get there, because everyone is born differently, right? Everyone is born with a base set of stats that is completely randomized when you spawn at birth. How you can actually achieve the things that you want to in life, like learning how to play music, is by training your ear. And there's obviously finger exercises too. That's all, you can train that with your fingers, but the most important thing is with your ears. Why am I doing this? One, it's content. Nick is not with us right now, so he is currently not indisposed, but he is currently somewhere in America, and we don't have an episode up, and we're trying to release one thing weekly. So this is just content for the sake of content. Additionally, I like training my ear. So we're going to continue with Starlight Zone because, yeah, he's in Minnesota. Nick, don't dox yourself, dude. That's the. Okay, so this is a D. I have like half an hour before I have to leave for something. So we're going to speed run this, baby. Gotta transcribe fast. That's what we're doing. Okay, I'm just going to write down numbers, or not numbers, chords. I have a keyboard here in my lap and a keyboard here to my side. Okay, so the bass line is just moving up. Okay, just repeat. I think I know where it's going from here. Bum, bum. I think it's just going to repeat. So the program I'm using is called MuseScore. I like it because, one, it's free, and two, it was designed by in part by a YouTuber who got really fed up with other transcription service or other transcription software like this. So he was like, nah, screw this. I'm going to min-max the hell out of this. And he did. So this is MuseScore. And MuseScore makes a lot of noises. I think I can adjust that in settings, but I don't have time for that. So just live with it for now. So yeah, every time I write down a chord, it is making a chord. It is playing that chord, which is a nice feature, but for this, it's not very helpful, but that's fine. That makes sense. Okay. So I'll explain what is happening here in just a minute. Very cool, very extremely simple, very basic, but very, very classic and powerful bass motion. Stupidly simple, but there's a reason why it works, and there's a reason why we do it. So here we go. So this is I am going to play the second 8 bars of Starlight Zone at the end here to get to the bridge, which is down here. No, start a little earlier, sorry. So we're here. I missed it, sorry. Blink, blink. Here we go. C, D, E, F. Repeat that. C, D, E, F, G, C. And I think that's the song. I think that's it. I literally think that's it, which is stupidly simple and really, really nice. So as you can see here, what the song is effectively doing, it ends here. It's cool because the sections share this bar. So we start here with the second set of 8 bars. Bum 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 bum. Ba da ba 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 ba. D minor, B flat, C. Ba da da. Where the G. Ba da ba 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 ba. C. So we're here now. C. Oh no, that's not D. That's D minor. I forgot to put in all the things there. I think that's E minor as well. There you go. You can hear the chords changing as I add the various things, turning them minor. Okay, so I think we're good now. So we're here. F, and then we repeat that 4-bar phrase. C, D minor, E minor, and this bar here. So what's really cool is that Masato Nakamura is trying to keep the bridge to an 8-bar phrasing or an 8-bar section. And, you know, as humans, we like patterns. We like things to be neat and perfect for the most part, and only adding some little tweaks there, ornamentation in the details to make it more interesting. But for the most part, we love, especially in Western music, we love our neat little 8-bar phrases, our neat little 16-bar phrases, etc., etc. 4-bar phrases as well. So here, this 4-bar phrase, you can see it. C, D, E, F. And you can see it there, that very simple rising of the motion of the bass. And then here we repeat that again. C, D, E, F, G. Now, why does Nakamura do the quick F to the G here at the end? For 2 reasons. One, it's F to G because it's right there, right? F, G. So very, very fluid motion. C, D, E, F, G. But the reason why he does that, well, I think you all know why he does it, is because innately, even if you can't articulate it, you know why. Because that 5, that G, wants to go back to C really bad, right? And that's really cool. Why does what the hell am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm scrambling so much I can't even remember the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, it's a really fluid motion, and he does it in just 4 bars, or 8 bars, I should say. And in that second bar unit, he does a really fluid motion back to the top. So yeah, so I know it's 6 bars here for this B section, and that's just how we have to cut the pie effectively. But you could extend that to this and make it an 8-bar phrase, even though it shares with the second set. So I'm going to talk about sections now. And how do I do sections in MuseScore? I don't know. But this first set of 8 is the A section. I could do something. Okay. I want to do that? I'm trying to think about how I want to go about this, because I have to leave here in less than 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to talk about sections, and I'm going to delete some of this and do something cool. Literally most of that was the same, so nothing really lost there. Actually, real quick. Yeah, let's do that. Delete measures. Then it's the beauty of live streaming. You get to see everything. Okay. So we're going to talk about repeats because, okay, how do I get my style thing back? I got rid of it because I wanted to zoom in, and now I've effed myself. Format style. Nope. Format add view palettes. There we go. Palettes. Nice. Section. I'm basically relearning. I am live streaming me learning how to do learning how to use MuseScore again. Oh, it's been so long. Text. Yes. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna call this section the A section. And then we're going to call this the B section. And you can already kind of tell why, but I'm also going to subdivide because the A section is 16 bars, and I'm going to use repeats here to make my point. Repeat. There we go. So first time through, second time through, and then we're going to add a repeat here and a repeat here. Okay, so very, very quick notation thing. I think that's all I need to do. Yes. Cool. I should have just undocked it. That's okay. So this symbol here means to repeat the bars. And this one here and this 2 here tells me to to do this bar the first time when I repeat, and this tells me to do this bar the second time when I repeat. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna play the song. Here we go. C, B flat, D flat, C, B, G, B diminished, C, D minor 7, G7, back to 1, back to C, B flat, D, G, B diminished, C, and then skip to this, and now we're in the B section. D minor, E minor, F, G. There you go. So that is basically the song. We got it. I'm going to delete these measures. And we've got it. This is the basic chord progression for Starlight Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And what we have here is the A, and then when we repeat that A, we call that, at least in jazz music, the second A. So it's an AAB format. A, second A, and then this B section here, also known as the bridge, although be aware that B does not equal bridge. Bridge can be the C section, the D section, whatever. It just so happens that this is the B. And the reason why, so there's also another way to do that where you could just do ABC, but the reason why we say AAB is because the two A's are so similar to one another that there's no point in calling it, or not no point, but rather it makes more sense organizationally to just call it the second A, because the only thing you're changing here are these two bars right here. So yeah, we got it basically. I think there's something going on here with this B flat that I'm getting wrong. Maybe there's a second chord that's changing, or like in the tone, but for the most part, we basically got it. And a very, very seasoned jazz musician just needs to look at this for, well, honestly, they can just listen to it, but they can just look at this sheet music for like a minute or two, and they can basically figure it out. They can figure out the melody by ear because it's a rather simple one. So what we're going to do now is the extremely boring part of me bashing my head against the wall, trying to figure out the melody. And that is basically the notes, the actual notes. First and foremost, palettes. We're going to go, actually, no, how do I do this? MuseScore. How do I insert a measure before section? Blink, blink, blink. No. It's like a pickup. You can do like a pickup measure. Okay, that's fine. So it's okay. So I roughly made a measure there. So if you listen to this, right, there's what we call a pickup. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. When it gets to that ba, 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 that's when the measures actually, that's when the sheet music actually begins. Those three notes, bum, 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 that is what we call a pickup. Basically the notes that lead into the form. So I need to figure that out. Ba, ba, ba. Ba. It's easier if I do it down near my voice. Ba, ba, ba. That's a big jump. Oh, it's just the octave. Well, with a little A there in between. That's interesting. So, oh my gosh, this is the part that sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are quarter notes because I got to talk about time. All right, here we go. Ba, ba. So the tempo is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. I should play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. quarter, 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 quarter. That is basically the beat, and I don't have time to go into explaining the various notes, but basically notes are just subdivisions on one another. So an eighth note, what is 8 times 2? It is 16. Sorry for the math. We get a little bit of math here. 8 times 2 is 16. So beneath an eighth note, or rather the subdivision of an eighth note, is a 16th note. And that is basically that. So ba, ba. I think it's up. Do I do up the octave? G? No, I should go down the octave. So G. Oh, we are. Oh, this sucks. What? Hold on. Oh, this sucks so bad. Oh, God. Dominic, this is the Dark Souls of music. No, this is not the Dark Souls of music transcriptions. There are way harder transcriptions. What is music? So Pokeblaze said, what is music if not math in disguise? There are schools of thought that go in that direction. A lot of classical folks go in that direction. Not all, but many. There's math rock. There's a reason why it's called math rock, because they mess around with the form and the time signatures so hard, and there's so much counting that you have to do. That is why they call it math rock. And it's got its own certain styles to it. But either way, I'm pretty sure my piano is different from MuseScore. So this is a G on my piano. This is a G on MuseScore. Oh no, what is that? Oh shoot. It's possible that my Yamaha somehow got degraded. I've had this for like a decade. It's possible my Yamaha went down, got messed up in tuning, or MuseScore's a little off. I'm gonna pray to the gods that it is MuseScore. Edit preferences. Audio and MIDI. System default. Buffer size. Nope. General. Dark mode's good. Note input. Enable MIDI input. I don't know how to do this. I genuinely did not believe it to be that off. That is really off. Shit. Okay, we're gonna deal with it. Am I off? Wait, I'm gonna reboot my, should I reboot my, sounds like a bad idea. I'm gonna reboot my keyboard. I'm gonna reboot my piano, and that could mess up my stream. Oops. But I'm gonna hope that it's not going to, I'm very confident it won't, but oh shit, that's so bad. That is concert pitch. Wait. Damn it. I thought maybe enabling this concert pitch here would do it. Okay. We're going to do hard mode transcription right now, folks. This is hard mode transcription where I'm going to hear something. Hold on. Am I even? Okay. The recording is pretty much in tune with the piano. The thing that's not in tune with either is MuseScore, the software. And I don't think it's MuseScore's fault. I'm pretty sure there's a setting that I messed up at some point, and I could easily fix it if I wasn't under time pressure and live stream pressure. So we're just going to do that. We're going to do hard mode. And so MuseScore is going to be off. I think it's going to be off by either a half step or like a quarter step. So we're getting to like the decimals, the in-betweens of this. So like if this is a note and this is a half step. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my thing is off. Sorry. MIDI. There we go. This is and then the half step. And if I don't have a pitch bender, which is that thing on some keyboards where you can bend the pitch ever so tiny, these are just, that is as close to the subdivision as you can get. MuseScore is in between that. Oh God, I can't describe it mathematically, but you can hear it. Okay, cool. Let's just do it. Okay. Bum, bum. Okay, so it's going bum, 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 bum. So for this part of the transcription, this is where the hard part is done. This is the part where it's just you and the music, where you are banging your stupid head against the wall. Hundreds of hours in college for me, training my ear to try to get this right. I should go here. That's more my octave. And being able to hear that, play that, and do that with the recording is a skill that takes years. For some people, takes years to develop. Some people, more years. Some people, they get it immediately. We call those people freaks. Bum, bum, bum. Just kidding. And this is a longer note, so I'm going to put a whole note down. I don't have time to explain that, but it is a whole note. Oh, go to hell. So, and there's some time here. So thankfully, these first three pickup notes are quarter notes. Bum, bum, bum. So if this is the beat, right? Bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Okay. So if you hear that right there, ba-da-ba, that right there, ba-da-ba. Before you get to that ba, it's the ba-da, ba-da. That is blink. That is, I believe 16 or not 6, maybe 8 notes. Okay, that's what I'm gonna show. So I'm gonna put here, and I'm gonna tie that together. Oh, nope, do a tie. What's the button for a tie? Nope, that's not it. What's the? Hey Nick, if you're still in chat, in MuseScore, what is the hotkey for a tie to tie 2 notes together? That's the joke I would be asking. That I would be making. How do you tie together in MuseScore? Okay, it's T. T for tie. That makes sense. So it's ba 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 ba da ba. I think they're 16th notes. Okay, that's crazy. I'm going to hate this. Time was always my worst thing. Okay, that is the correct notes right there. Okay, this looks scary, and it is scary, and I am scared, but we're going to get through this together. So, like I said, these are quarter notes. And this is a quarter note rest. All you have to really know is that each of these 4 notes, and yes, this is a note. It's a rest, but it's a note. Well, actually, I don't know the technical term for that. But either way, these are 4 beats, right? So rest. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let me do it with the music. So rest. So rest. So if you imagine that first beat is not there, right? So it's like if I was counting this off on the jazz bandstand with a bunch of musicians, I would count it off like this. All right. So Starlight Zone, it's an AAB form, and this here I'm snapping the tempo while I do it. That way the rest of the rhythm section gets the tempo down. Ba 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 da bum. Hello, welcome chatters. And I would not say welcome chatters. I would say that I have to leave in 8 minutes. But bum 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 bum. What was the point I was trying to make? I got distracted. How do streamers do that? What am I trying to say? All right. Three note pickup. And I'm going to go right on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Bum, 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 bum. And then they would start right there. Here in the subdivisions of the, right? So bum, bum, bum. So I just played for you the pickup and then the first bar, this first measure right here. That's it. And this looks complicated, and it is kind of complicated, but it's okay. It's just it's basically just 3 notes, but I'm just tying them together. Not tying them together. Jesus Christ. This is why I'm not a teacher, but I'm tying these 2 notes together because this is a longer note that lasts for 2 beats, and then this note lasts for 1.5 beats, and then these two notes right here, they share that last 16th of a beat. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so it's hard because I'm doing it with, actually, I can just play it. So I play this 3-note pickup, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, so that's why that looks so funky. Did I explain that well? Absolutely not. I'm not earning my paycheck today as a music teacher in the public high school. But this basically just means all you need to know is that this means it's one super long note that I had to tie together to make sense across the bar lines, across the subdivisions. This is one long thing. Ba, ba, bum, ba, ba. And then these last 2 notes are just in rapid succession. Ba-da-ba. This last note is up here. Oh, God. If you're just joining us, I'm transcribing in hard mode, which means that MuseScore is up by a half, half like a quarter step, so it doesn't line up. So I'm just gonna start doing the thing, and so I'm gonna stop explaining things, and you're just gonna watch me bang my head against the wall here, trying to transcribe this in 5 minutes. Okay, so ba 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 da ba ba da ba. So ba 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 da ba da ba da. Okay, so this is an 8th note. Ba da ba da ba da da. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. This is a cool rhythm. It's a cool rhythm, right? So it goes ba 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 da ba da ba da ba. So there's some syncopation going here. There's some syncopation, and that's why that measure feels so good. And this is gonna suck. So let's do it. Shit. Okay, let's break it down. Let's just do those first notes. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da, 1 and 2 and... Okay. So I subdivided these first 2 beats into 4 beats. So this is beat, 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 which is really just 2 beats of the whole measure. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba. Oh, no. I have to do more. I have to subdivide it further. Nope, other way. Ah! Was that... No, that's 32. Sorry, let's do 16th. Okay, so I subdivided the first 2 beats into 8 beats, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Wait, what? Okay, so these are all 16th notes and rests. This is a 16th note. This is a 16th note rest. This is a 16th rest, I mean. And you know it's 16th because it has 2 little flags here, right? You see these 2 little flags? 8th is one flag. 2 flags is 16th. Okay. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da 1 E and da. Okay. So what I can do is turn this into an 8th note. And I'm going to tie it to a 16th note. I could do a dotted. Let's do a dotted. What a dotted does just means to divide that particular note by half. I'm sure you know what that means. I'm sure you understood that immediately and innately. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba. So I'm going to go to this A. That sounds wrong, but it's right because MuseScore is up a half step, quarter step. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Blink, blink. Okay. Okay. I think I tie this over the no. Okay. I'm gonna snooze my alarm and go for another 8 minutes. Da ba da ba da da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ah. Fuck. That's wrong. Da, da, da. No. There we go. Wait, are we in F? No, we're in C. We're in C. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. Let me do that. I can't use my keyboard because it's off. Ba ba 1 E and shit. Ba 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 da ba da 1 E and 2. No, 1 E and 2 and I think I'm off. I think I'm off by like a 8th, 16th. Ba da da ba ba da wait. Ba da ba 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 da ba ba. So that fourth note, ba da ba ba, 1 2 3 4. That fourth note lands on the 3, on the beat of 3. So I'm off here. This isn't right. One E and 2. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba ba. I think this is an 8th note. And this makes it also an 8th note. I think that's it. So MuseScore can play back. Got it! I got it. That was it. And I know because MuseScore verified it. That's it right there. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to hear it again. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, that is so bad. I played the right note, but it's off by a quarter step. No. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to hear. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm actually really excited. I should finish the measure before I have to leave. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, good. I think these are just quarter notes. I think that's even a dotted half note. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba. And I know the song, but I think I don't know where that came from. I wish I had time. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's wrong. These should be quarter notes. This should actually be There we go. Wait, what? Oh, syncopated. It's syncopated. Ba da da. That's why that sounds cool. 1 and 2 and 3. This is also an eighth note. That's also an eighth note, and it ties to the next one. There we go. Because it's not like, because if it was everything was on the beat, it would be ba ba. So it would be ba 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 da da ba da 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 ba ba ba. But it's not that. Ba da 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 ba ba da da. You feel that? Ba da da. It's more. It's not more. It is syncopated. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move and just copy that in and just move everything down a bunch. Nope, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't cheat it. I tried cheating. I can't be a cheater. Shoot. There we go. Oh, I just chose the wrong one. Actually, I could. Let me try it like this. What? Oh, okay, cool. I wish I had more time. Be diminished. That's so cool. I didn't even have to reconstruct that from scratch. Check this out. Look at this. So, can I make this clearer? Okay, so check this out. These two measures, can I select these individually? I can't? Whatever. So this measure and this measure have the exact same rhythmic pattern, but they're in different, one is major with the B flat, but one is diminished. And it's going to sound weird because I'm going to go down a quarter step. So right here, it's this one right here with that one measure I was really struggling with. And then here, this is this measure right here. I should zoom in. So starting with that note. This is the exact same thing, but the notes are changed to fit the chord. Oh no. F, G. Shoot. It was cool. There we go. So here, we're in B flat, and it's the same rhythmic pattern. This one here, B diminished, same rhythmic pattern. And if you listen to the song, you can kind of hear it innately. You know that already. This is not new revelation for you. finish that some other time. But the melody is look at how the melody mirrors itself within its first 8 bars. Not even 8 bars, in 5 bars, right? This measure, right? So the pickup, this right here, that's all that is. It mirrors this. This right here. Ba, ba-da. Those are the notes. Rhythmically, these are the same, and so are these, and that's how you just get. It's so simple. The number of melodies that you just take a one bar or a 2 bar 2 measure phrase and just move it with the chords is so good. And like I was talking about earlier with the chord progression, that's, there you go. That is simplistic, but also beautiful and not classical as in Beethoven, but like vintage classic music making. That is pop music making. Masato Nakamura in 1991 was doing the exact same shit that Irving Berlin was doing in the 20s and 30s. This is a jazz standard. Obviously, it's a video game tune first and foremost, but that very like simple tune, repeating rhythms, you know, this looks like a complicated, that looks like a complicated because it's so many chords. You got diminished and minor and all that stuff. No, man. All it is just this. It's just 1, some passing chords to 5, back to 1, and that's your 8. That's just 8 measures. That's just 8 measures. Not even, because I haven't finished it yet. And you take these 3 ideas. This idea, and then this idea right here. This is more like I would join these 2 here together. That's the song. You do that again for another 8 measures. That's the second A. And then you throw in a cool bridge that really isn't even that complicated, right? Because what's the bridge? Sorry. That's the whole song. And I have to go. So please like and subscribe to our channel and maybe see more of these in the future. I would love to musically analyze a whole other bunch of songs. I don't think I'm going to finish this just because you've got the point. You've got the gist here already. And this is a very good piece to start off with because it's so simple. We can have fun with other tunes. I would love to break down like Shadow, the songs from Shadow the Hedgehog. I would love to break down because there's so much butt rock. There's so much like metal. I think Frontiers is went in the metal direction. Nick and I haven't played it yet. Nick, my co-host, hasn't played it yet. But next time, he can musically analyze a piece of music, and I can assist him later. And we can also like and subscribe and ask him to do that at at sonicgrams@gottatalkfast.com. And so we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much to everyone that listened. Sorry for all the audio problems at the first time around, but I hope you learned something and you got to experience the beauty of Sonic music. You know, this whole notation business here, it looks complicated, and it kind of was complicated because I suck. But it's a skill that you develop. It's a skill that you develop, and it's an ear that you train. And even look, you don't have. I'll end with this. You don't have to know exactly how to transcribe the music, right? All those little details I was showing you about 8th notes, 16th notes, syncopation, all that stuff. That's cool. You should have fun with that because it is fun. But to understand music as a layperson, you don't have to do that. You just have to not know, but what's fun is that to break down all these ideas like, oh, hey, these 2 measures, they're rhythmically the same. These two measures, they're rhythmically the same, and they make these 3 patterns, and that's how you get like 8. That's how Masato Nakamura was able to break things down. Was he actively thinking about all of this? No. He's a trained musician. He made a cool tune. But that is how you get there if you don't already know how to. If you're not raised in this environment, that is music, that is Western. And yes, even though this is a Japanese composer and a Japanese game, this is Western music theory. And that is basically how a lot of that is broken down. The Japanese ran away with it once we kind of took over after World War II. We defeated fascism in Japan, and we imported jazz music, and the Japanese ran away with it, dude. They cowboy bebop the ever-living daylights out of us, and it's beautiful to see. So, like, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for listening.